Hey guys, it's Jeff. This is going to be part 52 of the Thunder Model Scammell transporter build in 1/35 scale. I want to get the cab closed up today, get the clear parts in, get the doors on, get it on the chassis and that kind of thing. So we're getting real close to getting it finished. Alright, let's go down to the bench. Thanks guys. Okay, let's see if we can get some windows put in and get this cab more or less buttoned up here. I've got these parts on the paper towel. You can see the frame. I did that with just a Sharpie. It just kind of represents the rubber that goes around the frame, and it gives a little more of a realistic look. Put these up here. There's two windows here and here. There's nothing that goes in the back. That basically is a curtain. I've already tested the fit, and it fits in there just fine. Okay, so what I'm going to use to glue it in is some of this thinned MIG Ultra glue. I've got some of the micro crystal clear too, but I think they both work about the same. This has been thinned. Let's see, I need to get a toothpick here. Use a lot of toothpicks. Okay, now my jar's getting a little crusty, but that's okay. It doesn't take very much of this at all. We'll just dab it into the corners, kinda. If you hold the toothpick in there, the crystal clear or the ultra kind of runs down the toothpick. And if you get any on the glass or the clear parts, just leave it, and you can come along later with a toothpick and just kind of rub it off. Get that in there without getting it too messy. Okay, I did get some on there, but I'm going to leave it alone. There goes a noisy neighbor, and we'll be able to clean it up later, no problem. Okay. Okay. I got a little on there too, but we'll clean it up. Not a problem. Okay, on the windshield, there's a strip that goes across the bottom. I don't know if that was supposed to be painted. I just did it in black. It'll sit in there, and then the actually kind of tricky to get it in there straight. Then these two will go above it. I'm assuming that the upper two would open and the bottom would stay in place. We'll just go across here a little bit. It doesn't take very much. Unthinned this stuff is kind of hard to work with. With a little bit of water in it, it seems to work real well. Okay. Just trying to, the part is a little bit warped, kind of the way it bows just a little bit. Just holding it. There's a second there, it's starting to grab. Okay, and then the upper parts. This really doesn't have a lip. Just go around the inside a little bit. Let's see how that looks. I think these are identical. Okay. I got just a tiny little bit on there. We'll get that off after it dries. That still isn't sitting down quite right. Okay. Whoops. Putting one in and pulling the other one loose. Well, that's interesting. In the back, when I put them together, where they touch in the middle, they overlap a little bit. I need to sand them down just a touch. There it goes. Just a little snug. Okay. I'm not going to touch that till it has a chance to set up. That's funny. Whoop. They are so tight. I may have to clean the glue off and try again. Let's see what, either that or let's do this. We'll sand one edge of these and put it toward the middle just a little bit. We'll put that toward the center. Know if the glue's still sticky enough or not. I got it turned backwards. Okay. We'll sand one side of this one. Shouldn't take hardly any. We'll try that again. And this is the center. Much better. Although they are still a little snug. I think they're going to be okay. Okay, I'm going to leave this alone, let this glue set up a little bit, and then I'll come back. Okay, guys? Thanks. Okay, it's been a little while. I think everything's nice and dry now. I went ahead and took the glue off, or the white glue, the masks off of here, which is where I'll be gluing this on. Okay, I finished the decal on there too. I'll put a picture up. It didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it to, spacing wise. It was kind of different than the directions, but I think it looks all right. And I also cleaned off the glue, or the paint. It's the mask, the white glue that I put on here. I cleaned that off. And I also cleaned off the top of this, and this, and all of this where the roof will glue down. Then I cleaned off all the spots here where the roof will glue on. I gave this a clear coat a day or two ago to seal in those decals. So what I want to do now is go ahead and glue this on right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Actually had just a tiniest little bit of snow this morning. Let me put a little on here too, just to get this kind of softened up a bit. Okay. I want to clean the top of that off too, where the roof will glue on. Give it just a minute. I want to make sure that our spacing is good for our doors. Let's see, this one is the other side. This is this side. No, I got them backwards. The rear doors are hinged in the back, the front doors are hinged in the front. I may have to do just a little sanding on the door. Maybe not. It's going to be real close. But I'm going to give this a minute to set up. Okay. And then I'll be right back, okay? Thanks. Okay, it's been about 10 or 15 minutes. This is pretty well firmed up now. Next thing I want to do is get it on the chassis. I had a little bit of an issue. I test fit this earlier, and there's 4 little notches on the bottom here where the cab is supposed to sit down on some locating tabs here. The locating tabs were about a 1/2 millimeter or less forward of the position that the cab wanted to sit into. And with the hood in place and everything, I didn't really want to try and move it forward. So I cut the tabs off and everything seems to line up really, really well. So I'm going to just use a little super glue. Oh, and by the way, when I was test fitting, I broke the fender off. I'll have to glue that back on, but that'll be one of the last things I do. These fenders are mounted extremely, they're very, very flimsy. Okay, so I'm going to get some of the gel super glue and just put a little on here, and that'll hold it on. Let's see, let's go ahead and use my container I use for everything. That's got a lot of black super glue and various things in there, but it's all set up. Okay. Okay. That should do it. Okay, and this is very, very tight fitting. So I've got to thread the steering column through the hole. Okay, and then we've got to go forward just enough to clear the winch in the back. There we go. Whew. And then I want to make sure that the hood is going to be okay here. See, that fits just perfect. Okay, so you can feel the super glue starting to grab. I'll just hold this for a little bit. Okay, I'll be right back. I know you can't even see what I'm doing. Okay, I think we're good. Here's what she's looking like. Okay. I did clean the glue off the windows. So, here's the fifth wheel. Well, I won't put that on quite yet. I want to put the steering wheel on. It'd be a little bit tricky. Debating about using just a tiniest little bit of super glue. I don't want to fog up any glass. I think it'll be all right. And grab these. Whoops. If I don't hurry, my glue will be set. Okay. Well, doesn't want to sit exactly where I want it. Put a little on the back side here. See what I can do this way. Boy, that's really, the steering wheel's really close to this, to the windshield. Yeah, boy, it's right up against the windshield. That's the way it's going to sit. I don't think I can do much about it at this point. Okay, I guess we'll call that okay. Here's the fifth wheel. Set here, that's what the trailer will swivel on. Then I've got the air cleaner to put on this side. Now I had a little bit of an issue with the locating tabs fitting exactly in the spot on the firewall that I wanted them to. So I've sanded those off. I think this is all going to be all right. Let me get just a little more of that gel out. I'd ordered some fishing line for rigging the rear of this, you know, the bulldozer and that type of thing. And it was supposed to be delivered yesterday, and I got it in the mail, and all I got was a ripped envelope with nothing inside. and there was a note from the post office that said received, empty, damaged, no contents. So I got a hold of Amazon and told them what happened, and they're supposed to resend it here, I think, by tomorrow. That's a little too high. Try and get it straight. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Now this kit did come with sides for the hood, but I'm not going to put them on there. I kind of like being able to see the engine. Okay, here's the roof, and I've decided not to glue this on yet because I want to be able to get inside and do a little weathering. We could go ahead and put the doors on. I'm going to have the doors shut. They don't have anything on the top. They're just a steel door on the bottom. So this one will go over there. This one will go here. I'm sure they're going to fit. At least I tested earlier and they fit. Yeah, that fits just fine. Okay, we'll put just a little bit of this on there again. Let's see what would be the best way to do it. Maybe a little on here. These are set up to where you can position them open or closed. I'm just going to have them closed, I think. These front ones, I clear coated them because I was going to, there was a chance I could either have a decal on here or on here. And in the end I decided to put it there, so these are still got the gloss on them, which is not a big deal. I can still shoot that and dull it down later. This I'm sure will fit too. Or let's say I'm pretty sure. Turn it the right way. Well, they're showing up just, there they go. It's just a little bit long. Yeah, it'll fit. Just a tiny bit of adjustment there. Okay. Went in a little too far. I think it's already stuck. Well, and I knocked my steering wheel loose. Not quite Well, that's where it is. It ain't going nowhere now. Let's see something we can do with this. I think it's still a little sticky. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get the two doors on this side. Thinking we're okay. That'll be fine. As I keep messing. Okay, and one more. That one went pretty good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Go ahead and set that on. Let me put this fender back. Like I say, I'm not going to glue the top on until I get some weathering on the inside, I think. Okay. I glued this on with regular extra thin, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Let's try the gel. See if I can get it to stay there. Sorry if you guys can't see. Okay, we got it on. Let me switch some cameras around here and we'll take a shot from the side, okay? Hang on just a second, guys. Okay, there we go. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Okay, I've got to put this basket underneath here that we can do next time, and I've got to put the windshield wipers, the headlights, and the little roll-up curtains, and then it's just weathering, and I think we're pretty much done with this. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. That'll sit just like that. And this will set back just a little bit once I glue that top down. Okay, that gives you a bit of an idea. We can also that on there. I still got to clip off the little pins where I put the track together. I went ahead and did a flat coat on the various parts of this that were shining too. So okay, I think we're pretty good. I think I'm going to call it for this video. I'll put a couple of pictures up. Hopefully that fishing line will get here tomorrow. Probably won't be early enough for the video, but have to figure out how I want to go about making this look like it's all tied down and everything. Alrighty guys, I'll put a couple of pictures up at the end. But you all have a really nice day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.